Hi, I'm Lara.
And I'm Tiffany, and we're doing the inaugural
Filming episode?
episode.
Yeah,
I
we're
just
doing
about said
inaugural.
visit
Yeah,
of the First Ladies.
the first ladies.
The First
The
Ladies.
first episode of the first ladies. You might be asking yourself, what is that?
Well, we are a new podcast, and we are going to bring you not all of the events.
You'll learn why.
Right. Lots of events that are happening in Putnam County for everybody to participate in, and we're very excited about.
Absolutely. One of the things that Bass Capital Radio podcast is very passionate about is sharing information with the community and sharing events. And there's no way that little old me could do it all by myself. And so I have a great partner here. And actually, she came to me with this idea, so I can't even take credit for it. But I get to hang out with you and talk about fun stuff and then do fun stuff every month. I love it. So
Absolutely.
When you guys go to look for this, it's going to be under the playlist, The First Ladies. Have a little bit of a different thumbnail. You can't miss us with our glorious hair.
All the hair.
So what we're going to do on these episodes is we're going to talk about what we've been up to. And then we're going to talk about what's on the horizon. You guys can mark your calendars. We'll be sure to leave links below. And then we'll also teach you how to find things to do, because despite the rumor mill, there are things to do in Putnam County.
Holy moly, there are things
So
to
many
do.
things.
So many things. It's amazing when you start looking for the different events, how much there is to do.
So we have cheat sheets behind us because, well, my memory is not that great at all.
Terrible.
So it kind of helps us out. And again, you write them on your paper calendar. If you're like me, you have two calendars, a digital and a paper, and maybe you get them all together. Who
I
knows?
have two digital calendars.
But let's start off with, what the heck have you been up to?
Well, I hate to admit it, but the month of September has not been a good month for me doing stuff in Palaca, Putnam County. I've been out of town a large portion of the month. I feel like I've been out of town more this month than I have in all of 24 combined.
Sometimes you gotta escape, because people come from out of town to see
They
our
do,
things.
they
So
do.
and it's recon,
It is.
because
It
you
is.
can really like
And
get
so,
ideas.
and I did several, like they weren't actually in town, but they were town related,
all right,
town adjacent.
lay it on us. Okay.
So we went to the Alhambra Dinner Theater to see Gypsy, which was fabulous, and that was town adjacent because we had Logan Cheatham,
Mm-hmm.
who is a local star, and she was Gypsy in the play at the Alhambra.
How cool is
So
that?
that was fabulous. It really was wonderful. Dinner was excellent. All the good things. So I did that. And then I actually won tickets to go to a candlelight instrumental concert where they played Taylor Swift
Oh my
songs.
gosh.
It was fabulous. So if you're a Bridgerton fan at all, then you understand,
That's
because
funny.
they took the Taylor Swift music and made it instrumental. And most of the songs I knew. There were a few that I couldn't figure out what they were, but I took my 10-year-old daughter with me, and she had a fabulous time, and the venue was gorgeous.
Where was this at?
It's called the Friday Musical. It's in downtown Jacksonville, and it's beautiful. It's actually fairly small. It's definitely
So something we could recreate here.
Yes, something
Stellar.
we could do here,
I
and
love
that
that.
was great fun. And then I also went. Golly, I've been busy. Let's see. I went to the skating rink. My daughter's 10th birthday. She wanted a skating party, so that was
Bring
great
it back.
fun.
We had that skating.
Absolutely.
Gosh, I can remember going into, because it was over there by like Lee and Kate's Glass, right? Oh my gosh, I remember going
No. It was over
behind the
Kay
airport,
Larkin.
right?
Yeah. Oh, is that where Lee and Kate's is?
Maybe, I don't
I
know.
don't know.
I'm directionally challenged.
It is by the airport. Yes.
I remember going into there, and like I could still, and my memory again is not great, which is why we had these posted up here, but I can distinctly remember going in and the smell and the layout, and we need that back.
We do. So I have a business plan if anybody has plenty of money.
Okay, do it.
I'm ready. So I've been looking, and I feel like the bowling alley has enough unutilized space that they can have a bowling alley and a skating
How
rink.
cool would that be?
How cool would that
Because
be?
they have that section that has the arcade and
Yes,
like a
and
party room, you
the
said,
party
right?
room and the arcade. And the last time I went, the arcade wasn't up and going, and the party room hasn't been used in years. Just knock out some walls.
If you want to contribute to the skating rink bowling collab, I mean, obviously we should reach out to the bowling alley owners, but
owners of the bowling alley.
Pitch the idea. Yeah. Who cares?
Who cares?
We'll just come
Minor
in.
details.
No, I think that would be awesome.
Yes.
Because that was like the thing to do.
It was.
The movie theater was still going on at that time.
Yep.
Oh, I remember the drive-in movie theater. That's another day. That's another day.
The drive-in movie
Oh
theater.
my gosh! Now it's a cemetery.
Right.
So
yeah,
the last movie was a killer. I'm
so funny. Dad jokes.
I hope that my children get to watch this episode and cringe. That made me pleased. I'll be here all week, guys.
All week.
All right. And what else?
Let's see. Oh, well, we took the boat well, now I've just gone blank. Outback Crab Shack. We did that yesterday. We took the boat for an early dinner, and it was delicious. It was Sunday afternoon. They were out of quite a few things, but we still had a wonderful time and had a nice sunset drive home. So.
And how cool is it that you can get by boat to like the Three Bananas, Corky Bells, Beefs. You could come down to the city dock, Bell Shops.
Bell Shops, we've done that. Yep.
And then there's, I know I'm missing somebody, Renegades. And
Willaca Lodge.
Oh yeah, and then the Crystal Hook Line
and Sinker.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a list.
Yeah. And then you can obviously go to other counties and do that. But now, if you're like me and you don't have a boat, then just find a friend with a boat.
And that's basically what we've done. We own a boat, but we don't ever take it. We have friends who have boats.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's what we
if you need a friend and you have a boat, call me. So that's a lot of fun.
It is.
And a lot of different, I mean, you were in the water and the theater.
Yeah. Oh yeah, very cultured.
Very fancy.
Yeah.
Getting Pinkies up. This is a Pinkies Up episode.
Absolutely.
I'm going to hold the mic like this. So this weekend, let me think of what all I had going on since you asked, Tiffany.
Yes, I did.
Subconsciously, I heard you
I was
ask.
going to.
So I'm trying to think. Oh, the first, and I'm going to talk about this when we talk about things to do in the community, because some things are frequent events. But I did go down to the Melrose Center and I brought the podcast trailer. I'm like really obsessed with Melrose, and again, I'll tell you about why soon. But they had this little health fair, and I did some interviews over there, and I did get rained out on the art walk. Bless old Bessie's heart. We had to get her home. Bessie's the trailer, in case you were wondering. And then just this weekend, I was at the Wild Wild West Gala for Feed the Need of Putnam County, which they every weekend feed over 800 children in Putnam County. Go back and watch the podcast episode with Denise Bramlett and Stacy Isold, who do an amazing job at taking care of that. But really, that's an event where not only did the community come together, I mean, they had line dancing. I can electric slide, but I apparently can't move my feet like that. They had music, and Denise's husband and his little shindig played. They had a 50-50. They had a silent auction. All of the stuff was donated locally. The culinary department, I think it was Interlaken High School, provided the food, and then somebody provided the meat locally, and then Corky Bells provided the soup, and then the art program at the high school drew out their little like decor. I mean, it really was
That's amazing.
A community effort, and there were people from all over Putnam County there to support that. And I got to don this really elaborate jacket that was gifted to me, much outside of my comfort zone. I was black though, so
So that's within the
yeah,
comfort
yeah, yeah.
zone.
But anyway, it was just such a great time for a great cause,
They
and
do an amazing event every
oh
year.
yeah,
This is what, their fifth
fifth,
year?
yep,
Yes. And it's a different theme every year, so it doesn't get boring,
yep.
and it's a lot of fun, absolutely. And a great fundraiser for a terrific
Oh my
cause.
gosh, yes. And I was so inspired by that I offered to help with next year.
Oh, I thought you were
So
going to say that you got cowboy boots.
no, I had boots. I'm not opposed to a good cowgirl outfit. I just can't see me in that. With the red hair, I bet it'd be cute.
It would be cute. Some
We'll have to
braids.
trial that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I did do a braid. I did do a side
Oh,
braid.
good.
Yeah. I
Okay,
tried.
good.
Okay. And then what else have I done? Um, I've been poking around at some of the unique shops. Oh, while I was out and about, this isn't an event, but I found we have a bakery in town, like a actual bakery.
What?
Baby Blues Bakery.
Where?
Super obscure. There's this place called JD's Treasures, kind of where
Okay.
the kind of
How
by
do
the jail, right? Anyway, it has this like these big banners, like flags even, that say like indoor flea market. And so it's like this big metal warehouse, and then you drive to the
on
back.
17?
Yeah, I'm directionally challenged.
On 17, I think right next door to the former home of Bradley's.
Correct. Correct. Yep. That is accurate. So they're in the back. It's a blue door, and you walk in, and I was just like hit with genuine bakery smell. They
Really?
have breads, they have brownies, cookies, they had gluten-free options. I was shocked at that.
That's amazing.
They had pies, little like key lime pie cups or whatever it is. I mean, there were so many things, and she showed me some of the artwork that she does on the cakes.
Oh,
Oh my
really?
gosh. Like there's this one that she did with waterfalls, and they're going to come interview
Okay.
Kim and her husband. And again, my memory's not great.
Happens.
Dale? No, I don't want to give him a name, but I remember his face. Anyway, they're going to come interview with us because I don't think we have another bakery after the Rusty Duck closed.
No.
So
Yeah.
I'm excited about that.
That is awesome.
Mhm.
That's super exciting. Are they open all the time?
Yep, you can find them on Facebook. So they're here from St. Augustine. They're
Okay.
working on a website. They're still learning Facebook. They're of my parents' generation. So this is a second career, but they're just the nicest people.
Well, that's awesome. I
And
have to stop in there.
the gluten-free chocolate chip cookies were delicious.
Really?
Yeah. I know I've
recently
done.
made some gluten-free chocolate chip cookies.
Don't you come on this podcast talking about snacks. First of all, we'll just have you know that while this is the inaugural episode that you guys are getting to see, there was the pilot episode that we filmed and pitched and was a win. And that was in September. So we did the work for September's events. And then we have filmed this twice today because the first time
The microphones didn't get turned
I
on.
didn't. I take full ownership. I got so excited I didn't hit record. But anyway,
It happens.
and every time we do this, it's some kind of new conversation.
It actually
and I love it.
absolutely is.
But
yeah. It never gets stale.
You didn't bring up the cookies last time. But last time you brought up enough food that I had to go get a snack. So anyway, yeah, I think that there's going to be so much more coming up. While it will not be, it will be historic to this episode. The occupation of plaque is coming up, so I will be attending that to do a little bit of filming. That's a really cool opportunity to see how it was then.
Right.
And people really commit to that, and we've got some.
They do the costumes.
Oh my gosh, living reenactors. And you can go back and watch our episode with Rob Matson, who's one of the people who's worked in this for a very long time. Brianna and Hannah, mother-daughter duo who do reenacting. It's just super cool.
Very cool. Beautiful. It's amazing the things that they accomplish.
And that's quite a variety of things going on. And speaking of variety, we aggregate these lists separately.
Right.
And I love the fact that, as we flush this out, we don't really like say you do this and I'll do that. We did that today. We kind of got some
A
direction,
little bit.
but we didn't need to before, because every time you bring a list, I have a whole separate list.
Right.
So Tiffany, reveal to us what's on the wall of doings for
All
October.
the things. Well, so we're moving into fall because it's October. Yay. Happy fall, y'all. And so
Can you
that
really say that with this weather, though?
it is a little warm, and we got a hurricane on the horizon.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. So happy Florida fall, y'all.
Happy Florida fall. It was a little cool this morning, wasn't it?
It wasn't like I'm immediately sticky when I
Right.
walk outside.
Yeah.
And I was in obviously
Yeah.
in longer sleeves. So
I mean, I did have long sleeves on earlier for the first recording, and then had to go home and change because I was a little warm.
Yeah.
But so with fall means lots of fall festivals, lots of fall markets. Country feed and seed is that what it is?
Seed and feed, feed and seed.
Country feed over there across from ABC. They're having a fall market on the 19th. And speaking of tasty desserts, my good friend Robin at Just a Cookie is usually there. So I'm assuming that she'll be there. Haven't talked to her. We'll see. But if she is, get the chocolate ganache brownies to die for.
That's just a brownie, though.
It's
Just
not
saying.
just a brownie.
And
but it is made by Just a Cookie.
but Just a Cookie. We actually talked about this in the original part, but I want to know anybody who says it's just a cookie. Like, did you told the story? Tell the story
Okay.
about how you were going to
So,
help out.
I'll
I'm going to
go
grab a
help
drink while you do that.
occasionally. I'll go help Robin decorate just because I enjoy it and it's fun, and I'll mess up, and I'm like, oh my goodness, Robin, it's not right. And she's like, oh, it's just a cookie. It's fine. And what I love about Robin is it's beautiful and it's delicious. And she's just really laid back about it. She's not uptight about how beautiful it is. And the beauty is in the what's that saying? The beauty is in the
Beast. I don't know.
when it's messed up. Whatever, I can't remember. There's some sort of saying about beauty.
I feel like there's a trend of us trying to figure out smart sayings, and we're just not. Fill in the blank below. Enter to win a Bass Capital Radio swag.
Right.
Fill in that blank.
Yeah, if you
Seriously.
beauty is in the
Eye of the beholder. We'll
but
do that
that's
one.
not it.
But I did fill in that blank.
You did. Good job.
But in my mind, when you said it's just a cookie, like I was at home doing a cookie business with my husband, who I'm getting and he's like, dude, it's just a cookie.
It's just a cookie.
It's just a cookie. But how it could be framed so many ways.
Yes. Well,
So,
and that's basically her thing is she does this for fun, for extra money, and so it's not
it's just a cookie, man.
it's not that serious.
Yeah.
It's
Just a cookie. I like that.
Yeah.
I want to start a business just so I can be sassy.
Right, exactly. So on that same day of the fall market at the Country Feed, the Azalea City Brewing Company is also having a fall market, but that's in the evening, and so that's usually always great. I love to see the
You can
artisans.
patron all day local
day.
artisans.
You can.
I like that.
Yeah, it's fab. And then there's the Mad Monsters Halloween Market, which is all day at the fairgrounds on the 26th. There's a lot going on the 26th also.
Oh, that.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a big Saturday. Because that's the same day as the wine stroll downtown.
Oh, I love that thing.
The wine stroll.
It's the discovery whilst inebriated. Please don't drink and drive. Of all of downtown Palaca, which we've got some of the coolest shops.
We do. We've got some super cool shops, and new shops are opening constantly.
Right.
It's amazing. And restaurants.
Right.
I'm amazed at the amount of restaurants that are opening down here. And I love it. I like to keep my belly full.
I am obsessed with Deputy's Attic, who's also a proud partner in the podcast, as well as Feed the Need.
Yes.
But I cannot go in there and not spend money. it's a problem.
It's a problem.
It's a problem. But one of the things that we really, I think as a community, if you're going, whether you're going to these events or not, part of the reason we bring these events to you is so we can bring, patrons downtown. We could keep things thriving, revitalize. You could stay and spend your money locally and support. I mean, every time I buy something locally and I know the person, like I literally think about that money is going to go into their meal and provide for them. And that feels good.
Yeah.
But anyway, where I was going with that was when we do get these new places, go and support. There's a Heart and Soul eatery. Yep, Heart and Soul. Oh my gosh,
So good.
so good.
So good.
And Tyrone's got a great big personality in there and takes good care of you.
He does.
And
the desserts. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you not had the desserts down there?
Well, gluten-free, but
Oh.
maybe the plantains. He has plantains,
Maybe.
right? Because I think I saw
I don't
that on the
know.
menu.
I've had several
Maybe I
of
made
the
that up.
cakes.
Oh yeah.
I think his wife makes them.
Mm.
Oh my gosh, they're so good.
Don't do this again.
I know.
I already had to eat after our first recording. So, well, I love that there's all of these strolls and markets
Yes.
going on.
Oh, I love the wine stroll is one of my favorite things that downtown does.
Tiffany's going to be there.
No, I'm
No?
not going to be there. I don't think because it's the same day as San Mateo's trick or treat.
I guess I'll go.
Right, I know.
I guess I'll be the one to cover that event.
Right. So I'm hoping that maybe I can get some of the other girls that work at the Pineapple to open the Pineapple for the event.
Yeah.
But we'll see. They're busy. They're busy little bees also. So I don't know.
I'll cover the Pineapple.
That'll be fine.
And I'll just have the wine.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then let me stroll. We'll close up a little early.
Right.
I think that's great.
Yeah. And then let's see. Of course, there's Boo on the Avenue.
I love that thing.
Yeah.
I do. I don't. The little kids in their costumes.
Oh, the costumes are
Oh my
so
gosh.
fun.
I've seen some really elaborate costumes, and then I've seen some. You put that last minute.
Right.
I feel that, mamas, to all of you who are like, get your red shirt and your blue shoes. You're gonna be whatever,
Yes.
Spider-Man for the day. But when we first opened on the 100 block. 2019, 18? I can't even remember now. Wow. No, is that? No, yeah, it was post-COVID. So 2020, 21. I think it was 2021, 22, somewhere in there. This will be our third Boo on the Avenue.
Okay.
I know that. So we've been around for at least 3 of them. I was the ghost on the 100 block, and I actually scared some kids. I felt bad, so I had to take my thing off. It was great. But the podcast trailer will be decorated, so you guys can stop in and see what we've got going on in here.
Nice.
See what I'm going to be.
You haven't?
I'm not releasing that.
Oh.
You have to come by and see me.
I don't know. My daughter wants me to be Maleficent.
You would kill that.
I don't know. You think?
I feel like you could. Imagine. Okay, so imagine being somebody that's like the antithesis of you.
That's true. That's true.
Like you let out all your inner demons.
Yeah.
Therapy.
Yeah, therapy. Right.
Please zoom into her face.
Right.
For that right there. Therapy.
Therapy. No.
What does she want to be?
She wants to be Mal from Descendants. So
Okay.
Mal is the daughter of Maleficent. So she wants me to be Maleficent.
You can't let her down.
You're right. I can't.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad to know what your costume
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. So
And if it's not, now it's publicly known that you let her down.
I'm just worried about being freaking hot.
Ooh.
Because that's a lot. I mean, it's a whole head thing. It's and then
The things we
whole
do for our
costume. I know.
children.
Ooh, it's gonna be hot.
So will you though.
So,
You
you're
look
so
real cute in
sweet.
that. All right.
All right.
Moving
Moving on. Go ahead.
before we move off of Boo on the Avenue, one thing I just want to share as we continue to, so many great things are happening on the 100 block, and we're going to be able to share all the good events. But when we are out patroning the events, my great friend Nicole Grace, who has championed Keep Putnam Beautiful and inspired me to, I have pickers. I hope I still left them outside the podcast trailer. Anyway, to pick up behind ourselves because I love seeing the kids have fun and rip into the candy, and the parents get the candy tax. Best part of Halloween. But please pick up your trash. Find a trash can or receptacle anywhere. I'll have a trash can outside the trailer.
On every other corner, all up and down St. John's.
Absolutely. Your pocket's really good for holding on to that.
Even those candy
Put it back in the bag.
Yeah.
But please, as you're out and about, let's keep Putnam beautiful.
Keep Putnam beautiful.
That was my environmental spiel.
I love it. Absolutely. Okay. Help us out with that because it can get overwhelming.
Well, as a shop owner,
it can get very overwhelming.
Great shop front.
Well, thank you. I do have a good shop front.
Yeah, I like your little bed out there.
Thanks. I do too. But I do have to pick up trash out of it on the regular. But it's okay.
Yeah.
It's nice to get out there.
Help Tiffany out.
Please. Also, the same day, I feel like I'm yelling. Also,
we'll turn you down if you are, or we'll let you yell.
Right.
If you're very excited, be excited.
I am excited. So in addition to Boo on the Avenue, Beck Chevy is having a trunk or treat. So same day. I don't know if they're doing it out of the new cars.
I would assume we'll drop a link below.
Yeah.
And then you'll know.
You'll know because we don't know. We don't know. But oh gosh, I'm not going in order. That's terrible.
Okay. We'll have links below.
Yeah. Bad Girls Bingo in San Mateo.
Bad Girls Bingo. Every time I hear Bad Girls Bingo, I want to clap with it.
Bingo's real big these days.
Bingo and Bunko.
Yeah. Which I haven't been able to do Bunko.
Oh my gosh.
She was telling me about it earlier.
So Bunko's like Yahtzee, but on the move. And the Pilots Club champions a great Bunko. The San Mateo Women's Club has done it before. I will be at Bunko because I can't help but to go. It's so much fun. You have to Google how to play, but once you play, once you're there, people get real intimidated the first time. I forgot how to play from the time I went to the next time. But they've got that coming up. It will have passed, but they will do, I think the Women's Club at one point had talked about doing it every month. Somebody fact check me in the comments below. But every month we'll come back and we'll fact check ourselves, I guess.
Absolutely.
But Bunko and Bingo doesn't matter. There's a lot of those going on.
Going on. And I think they're great fun. I love that they're going on during the week because we definitely need more things going on during the week. Mm-hmm. Although I don't get to attend during the week things.
You'll get there, Mama. You'll get there.
Yeah, those children.
Now that mine are all my oldest moved out. And my youngest is 13. I don't want to talk about that.
Okay.
Not on this podcast. She's doing great though.
No. How are you doing?
That's not the question. And then my youngest is 13 today. Happy birthday, Juliet.
Happy birthday.
She is turning inside out right now. She knew I was telling her that publicly.
Well,
it's that 13.
My youngest turned 10 on Tuesday. So happy birthday, Parker Paisley.
Yeah. Here's to public embarrassment with your moms. Anyway, you get to do different things,
right.
Like the trunk or treat and the Boo on the Avenue. That's what you get to do during the week.
Yes.
And then we'll go do the other stuff.
Yeah. Softball season is what we're doing right this minute. So I'm curious to see how much time that takes. But it'll be fun. I'll fit it all in.
We'll do a tiredness counter every month.
Right.
How long is a softball season?
Well, so this is the fall season, which is a smaller season than spring season. So I think we'll play through December. I don't think it goes.
Oh, yeah. We'll get all kinds of updates.
Yeah, all kinds. I don't think we'll go into the new year, but
okay.
We'll see. All right, let me go moving right along. Oh, okay. These are the things that I'm also super excited about, too. So the River City Players are putting on a 5-course mystery dinner theater at the Westminster. And I'm so excited.
So that's the Alhambra kind of thing.
Right. Yes.
And if you want to explain to the viewers who haven't been.
So there's going to be a stage with live actors on the stage. And then there are tables and chairs set up all around the stage. And you will sit there at your table and you will have a 5-course meal while this play is going on. And the play is called Death on the Rocks, and it is an Alcatraz theme. So that's very
And you got
interesting.
tickets to that,
I've
right?
got tickets to that.
Because they're almost sold out, I
I
think.
think so. I think
That
so.
went
Well,
quick.
I got very upset because I waited too long and I didn't get tickets to watch the Gilligan's Island, and
Oh, you
'cause
can't sleep on River City
no,
player
you can't
tickets.
sleep on River City player tickets. So I swooped in and got my two real fast. And so my husband is going with me to that. And you get to dress up. They encourage costumes. I don't
Oh,
know. So maybe two Maleficent. Who knows? I don't know. I know other people are dressing up as inmates because it's
I
an
love that.
Alcatraz
I
theme.
love that.
So we'll see what I end up with. And then River City Players is also doing the Cemetery Club. So that's going to be a comedy.
They're going to be tired too. We
They
need to check on
are.
them.
They are. And that's running the 30th of October through the 10th of November. So check that out. And also, I know those tickets sell out fast.
Yes.
Now, the Golden Pineapple has a contest going on. If you like and share our page, you will be automatically entered to win 2 tickets to the Cemetery Club. So like and share the Golden
I
Pineapple.
think I already
song.
liked and shared, but I'm going to do it again. Because I have not got my tickets to see that. By the way, I don't think we've accomplished, like, some people may not know that you are the Golden Pineapple.
Oh, yes. Oh, goodness. Yeah. I own the Golden Pineapple Salon on the 200 block.
So she's our neighbor.
Yes.
So we hang out.
We hang out.
And that's wonderful.
We meet at the restaurants, and yeah, it's nice just to wander up and down St. John's Avenue. And then Flow Arts is doing the Rocky Horror Show. They're doing 3 showings of that in October. So check that out. So
where do you get tickets for that?
Through the Flow Arts website. You may be able to do it in person, but I know that
We'll
they
leave links
sell
below
out
when we
fast.
find out.
Yeah, they sell out fast too. And we've got a local boy, Andrew McClellan, who is the son of a very good friend of mine. He'll be in it, so I'm very excited about that. I'll definitely have to give that a check. And so that really wraps it up.
That's for October, right?
October, yeah. It's a lot of plays in October. It's a good arts and culture month for sure.
Oh, absolutely. And one of the things I want to make note, because my list, I tried to get a little bit of diversity too. Tiffany's definitely going to be the arts and culture gal as we divide and conquer, because there's a lot of things that you can do to not only enjoy your time, but to give back. So one of the things you mentioned about Azalea is they had the night market, but apparently they're doing trivia. So trivia, bingo, bunko, those things are going on at a lot of different places, because I think like Maria Chili's and Leo's Sushi does trivia. So yep. I know there's trivia elsewhere, but
well, I know
that's not for me.
Beefs did a trivia a little while ago, and apparently it was jam up.
Yeah. And I have a lot of really weird and useless information facts floating around in there, but you put me on pressure.
You can't grab them?
No, not at all.
No,
I freeze up.
that.
Yeah.
I feel that. But I do love some trivia.
Yeah, it's the ADD, I think.
Oh, well, yeah. But that's good because it's always moving.
Yeah.
It's always, especially in trivia, it's wild.
I had to do trivia for a Rotary event. And like we went as a table, and I apologized ahead of time. I was like, I hope we're not here to win. Because if there's like a best loser, because in Bunko, like you get awarded for losing too.
Oh.
Which I was like, yes.
Sign me
That's
up.
for me.
Right.
You know, I don't know if I'm really good at any game. I digress. Anyway, so first Tuesday trivia at Azalea Brewing Company, October 1st. And you have to check out their website for the time. I did not have it listed on there. Again, all these links will be below. And then back to Melrose. So I've been hanging out in Melrose quite a bit recently. They have a phenomenal Melrose Center, which is like it's like the Cheers, and I don't know. It's just an amazing place. They have a cafe that they do healthy spins on street food. They have art and a little like local artisan area in the front of the Melrose Center, where like they had these rice bowls that were actually fire baked with rice. So the rice bowl has like rice pieces in it.
And so do they have this every month?
every month. The Melrose has, it's the first Friday in the morning. They have a doctor, a pediatrician, UF Health, with the autism, and like it's autism and special needs. We'll be doing a interview with him, so I'll be able to be way more clear on that. And then they have the health department. They do a health and diabetic screening. They offer again a healthy lunch, and they have this little shop. And then in front of the Melrose Center, and you can't miss it, it's like this giant crazy looking statue, and I'm pretty sure it's got Mardi Gras beads on it right now. I can't be sure, but it caught my eye. They have a house full of artwork, and with art supplies too, you could buy. So if you like get inspired while you're there, you can buy the art. They've got like really cool guitars and like some wood carving. So anyway, every Friday I think they end the like health fair or whatever around 2 or 3. They close for a little bit, make dinner at the Melrose Center, and then the street opens up, and there's different art studios, and there's a music studio, and the arts. Everybody walks up and down the block, and then they have dinner at the Melrose Center. And if it rains, the Melrose Center does the music inside.
I love it.
I know, it's super great.
And so, what's the cost of dinner?
I did not. I want to say 15 or 20. So it's inexpensive, and the food was so good. I mean, they make it all in-house, and again, with a healthy spin on everything, and they have gluten-free options, since we're going to keep talking about gluten-free today. So this time Sweet William Band is playing. So that's on October 4th, from 6 to 7:30 is the art walk. Neat. I said 5, but I meant 6. And then if that's not your thing, maybe cars are your thing. The 45th annual Cruisers Car Show is happening Saturday, October 5th, from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. over at the Putnam County Fairgrounds. And there's
45. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
They've been doing that 1 year longer than I've been alive.
They've
been doing that
since a crazy
79.
concept, though. But I mean, I don't know how long cars have been around, but I'm sure like that was like, if you had this Model T, it was a big deal.
Oh,
so,
absolutely.
I'm sure they're.
Are you saying I'm that old?
No,
I'm Model T old.
No, girl, I'm not far behind you. But just thinking about, like, I wonder how long people have been doing, like, I like my car enough to like get with other people who like their car enough.
Well,
but they're beautiful cars out
beautiful
there.
Cars.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And they're such nice people.
They are nice people.
They worked with me at the Flying In Classic car show that I did, and they were just hundreds of cars. So if you're into cars, go check them out.
Go check it out.
And then next on the list, now, sometimes our community gives to us, and sometimes we should give to our community. There's community cleanups all the time with Keep Putnam Beautiful, and other, I know a lot of times like neighborhoods will get together and do a neighborhood cleanup. But I saw on October 7th, starts October 7th at 9 a.m. through October 11th at 3 p.m. I don't think it really lasts that long. Like, I don't think you have to stay the whole time, but it's a full cemetery cleanup at Palaca Memorial Gardens, and they invited people. Said that there would be safety supplies. You could come. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to working the whole time, but sure, you just kind of show up as you go. Yeah. If you're into, it is spooky season.
It is spooky season.
So, anyway, I think that's a great opportunity for us to get back to our community.
Absolutely, absolutely, and it's so good for your soul to get out and clean up and to teach your children that you've got to give back to your community and just really instill that sense of pride in your community.
Absolutely. I think, from my perspective at least, that the sense of community involvement has kind of tapered off over the last few generations, and it's our job as parents to show them what being a citizen and a community member means. So I haul my kids to all kinds of stuff, whether they volunteer or not.
Same. Now my oldest, he's in his own world right now, and I know he'll come back to his volunteering roots when he gets older. But they've been drugged to all kinds of different events.
As long as they see,
yes,
they know.
Yes.
All right, next up on the list. We like history on Bass Capital Radio podcast, and I've had the pleasure of interviewing the lovely Miss Mary Lawson Brown. And her community has been served with her efforts, whether it be the hospital or the funeral home, for 110 years. So they are celebrating the E.W. Lawson 110th anniversary gala dinner. That is gala. I said gala. That made me laugh. October 12th at 6 p.m. at the Price Martin Community Center. I also have to check myself. I said that made me laugh. I indeed did not laugh internally. I did. But
Now-
gala, is it tomato?
I think it's tomato.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Then whatever I said was right. But how cool is that?
Now, so I want to know a little bit more information about that. So is it to benefit something? Has it been going, this particular gala, has it been going on?
It's a celebration
110 years?
of it being around for 110 years.
Of what being
110th year. The E.W. Lawson, I think it's the funeral home, hospital.
Okay.
The whole combo.
The whole thing.
I could be wrong, but we're going to leave a link below. That was something I picked up last minute, and I just thought that was super unique.
It is.
Because we're leaving the links down there, and we like to give you curiosity. And as we go and evolve through these episodes, we're going to have some that we really hone in on with details, but we don't ever want to miss a chance to share something unique with you and drop it below.
110 years. That's amazing. I was listening to the podcast that you did with her earlier, and she's a third generation Polaca, and then she has sons, so fourth generation Polaca. That's just that her grandparents moved here in like 1914 or something.
Yes.
Is that what she said? Amazing.
And JB's Wings.
Oh golly, JB Wings. Oh,
so JB is
good.
part of the family over there, and he
Lawson Brown family.
If you have not had JB's Wings, you're not doing it.
You are missing out.
Yes.
You are missing. If you have
And the
not had the
Cheyenne's
loaded
wings.
fries. Oh, really?
Oh, girl.
See, now my husband and father, I don't really like wings, but I love some loaded fries. Wings are too much work. It's too much.
We're going to have a try it session from these things, and we're just going to have to be where Tiffany tries wings.
Now, I will say, I bought over 100, I want to say 150 wings for my son's graduation party. So,
you didn't even take a nibble?
No. I'm weird though, because I don't love chicken. Now I like the loaded fries because you don't actually taste chicken.
Okay. You're not in the wrong company to talk about being weird. So, what else do we have? The Flora Home Fall Heritage Festival, speaking of history, at Palmetto Park and Flora Home. That's on Saturday, October 19th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. I think that's super cool that communities are getting together to talk about their heritage. We've talked to a number of locals who are really big on heritage and helping you connect with that. And Flora Home's like, they turn it up over there.
They are
really good.
Really are. We had a lady come. Well, actually, she's my ex-aunt. Come.
That's a good story.
Right? Come talk to us at the Women's Club about what they're doing there at Flora Home, because they took the Women's Club in Flora Home and completely remodeled it, and now it's an event venue, and it's super cute. And it's so their downtown is a 4-square model.
Yes.
So, so there's the Women's Club, and there's something else, and anyways, and then you drive through the 4-square model, and but they
have the park over there.
Park.
Yeah.
They
just recently completed part of a trail. I say recently, but within the last 5 years, I was over there for that. And then last week they had a gentleman, Doug Cruz, who's also been on the podcast, came and gave his life history in Barden. So you're really bringing in all that.
Barden is huge. I really did not understand.
When my kids say, "Oh, can you go pick up my friend that lives in Barden?" I'm like, "What part? Are we talking about Bannerville? Do I need 4-wheel drive?"
Right.
But they a lot of multi-generational history out there. The Barden Booger. we're gonna get to him. He's
I
gonna.
think there's multi-generational out in Flora Home too.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And the lakes out there are beautiful. Yeah,
I don't know that I've ever been to any lakes out there. We're gonna have
oh,
to do that. We're gonna
yeah.
have to go out and adventure.
Yep.
And then this one, I'm back on Melrose again. I not intending to be, but they are having a witches paddle on Lake Santa Fe, and or is it Santa Fe Lake?
Lara is so excited about
I'm
this.
super excited.
She's been talking about this.
Oh, listen, the video got me. So they showed me this last month when I went down there, and it was a bunch of people dressed up like there was Glinda the Good Witch with their little dog Toto on like a paddleboard, and then they have kayaks, and you get to go out as an adult and dress up, and then they have like an after party at the music center or the Melrose Center. I can't remember if it's the music or Melrose, but they will tell you because they do such a great job. But it looks so cool, and for whatever reason, I ended up with like a witch's cloak, and then I had the hat from one of my son's meme
So you
costumes.
had to do
I
it.
have to. Like, how
Absolutely.
cute is that? A witch's paddle. Like,
I'm
we have
excited.
all this river, and I feel like we
Yes.
need to step up to the plate. We need to be paddling and
Absolutely.
kayaking more and
Although
talking
that's
about
not
it
on the
more.
river. That's going to be on one of the lakes.
Right, right. But I'm
but
saying
still,
the same
water.
thing with the water. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Our
I'm
water.
cute, at least.
Our water
Sometimes.
sources are definitely underutilized.
Absolutely.
So I love that.
But
And
we're
she
working
did
on
show me
that.
the pictures.
Yeah,
We
working on
are.
that.
We are. Yeah. New
New things are coming.
New things are coming.
We're going to have a lot to talk about soon, I hope. Y'all got to stay tuned, though. Like, follow,
Absolutely.
subscribe, do all that stuff. So that truly is just a sample of what's coming on. Because
Don't forget about the golf tournament.
Oh yeah, yeah. And then I'm going back a little bit because I did skip over number 3. The 18th annual Bob Clark Golf Tournament. Now I don't golf, but our Palaca Golf Club has received accolades. They serve breakfast. I still haven't eaten there. I
We're
wanted
gonna have to do that.
That's actually where the whole food thing got started
Yes.
earlier and now. But they recently received an award. I couldn't tell you.
I tried to look and I couldn't find
I
it.
saw it though. I saw what you
it
saw.
too. Yes.
Or we're both
But-
crazy.
Well, maybe we're equally crazy. But I did while I was trying to figure it out because you remember earlier I called it a
She said the Bob Ross. It's a Bob Ross park
Bob Ross
or a golf club.
golf
But
course. It is not a Bob Ross. It's a Donald Ross. I was
you
kind
were
of
right.
close.
You did say Donald
I did.
Ross.
So Donald Ross. So our golf course was designed in 1925. So talk about history. It's and
I'm
Donald
coming for
Ross-
y'all for an interview.
Right? Absolutely. You need
Yeah.
to because Donald Ross was a famous golf course designer. And from my understanding, this is the only public Donald Ross course that there is. All the rest of them are private and cost a lot of money to play on.
I need to go learn more about that. Definitely not play. I'm not good at it. I suck at putt-putt. It's really bad. I was trying to pour the water into the mop bucket last night and had a little hole and it just spilled everywhere.
Spilled everywhere. That
It's
hand-eye
not my skill
coordination
set.
is
Not for me. So there's a couple of things we do want to put on the forefront of your mind for later in the year, but we'll cover those more in detail. And then we're going to tell you guys how you can find out what you could be doing. Because there's not even though like half the fall festivals or trunk or treats or any of
No.
that.
Yeah,
But
there was so much.
I know I've got one thing I wanted to share. What are a couple things you want to
Well, so I would be remiss. My mother would be very upset with me if I
do
did
not make Mama mad.
Yep, if I didn't mention the Women's Club Christmas Home Tour. So that'll be happening in December.
I want to film that.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. That's an excellent idea. And so you'll have an opportunity to go through quite a few historic homes in the Palaca area. So get your tickets for that. That's on the GFWC Women's Club website.
Or look at the link below.
Or look at the link below. Exactly. Oh, hold on. I got it. I'm going out of order. We're having a book festival.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Yes.
Because I had something that I have to remember the date. I'll put the link below, but
Okay.
it was a toy and comic convention
Toy and comic
where I
convention.
reached out for an interview about that. And the guy's name triggered me to say, I thought I saw a book by a writer and I've been wanting to interview local authors. And it
which
turned
we
out it
have a
was the
lot
author.
of.
And now we have a whole book club or a book
Yes,
festival.
book festival.
I love books.
I do too.
Yeah.
But I've gotten to where I only read on the Kindle. Because
Yeah.
I don't
I like the smell of the paper.
It's too heavy in my hands.
Oh my gosh. I have, for those of you who like books, do you have a stack of like, I'm so going to read this and like you just haven't got there yet, but you know, one day.
One day. So I used to back before I got the Kindle, and now I have a Goodreads list. I don't know. That's an app.
I like to underline and mark though.
Oh, you can underline on the Kindle.
I don't know. Something about the paper smell.
Paper. I get that. I get it. But then I can keep
Then
that
I can
Kindle.
gift it though.
Oh, my mom called me the other day wanting a book that I had read like 5 years ago. I'm like, I'm not hanging on
I don't remember 5 minutes ago.
Right? I am not hanging on to a book that long. No, absolutely not. But anyway, the book festival should be a good time. They have events for local authors, and then they also will have events for just non-authors to come look at books and buy books.
That's so diverse. Everything
really
that we're
is.
talking about.
It is. And then Porch Fest. Mark your calendars for
Yes,
Porch Fest, December 7th.
I'm super excited about that one because that keeps growing. And like, there's another really big Porch Fest. I think it's like in St. Augustine. You'll know everything that I know about Porch Fest as long as you like, follow, and subscribe to the channel, because we're going to have an interview with Vito come out. And that was very informative, very inspiring. And it's free.
Yes.
Who doesn't love free?
Right.
Free.
Now
music.
Vito is the president of the South Historic District. So the South Historic District is who is putting on the Porch Fest.
Yes.
So, and it's a good time. It's a good free time. Absolutely. And they always have the Tillman House open on the same day. So you can do some good Christmas shopping at the Tillman House.
Get your Palaca ornament.
Yes, your Palaca ornament, which I have all of.
Yeah, I know. I've actually told people that I know somebody who has all of that. I know two somebodies.
Apparently, there's a handful of us that have the entire collection.
Yep. If you are missing the Grand Gables Inn one, they still have them for sale at the Grand Gables Inn.
Oh,
just so you know.
Nice.
If I had bought that one, I would have hyperfixated and had to have found them all.
Gotten them all. Well, mine, my collection, most of came from my grandmother in her passing. And some of them were missing. Some of them had been broken along the way. So I had to scavenge and find some at the different antique stores around. And
but you completed the set.
And then I completed
How fulfilling.
Yes.
I really want the John Hodge, the 4 blue crab. We've talked about this. Don't talk about it. Anyway, she
I may or may not have those.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on.
For the blue crab, we can hang them up here behind us.
Yeah, but if they're missing, I definitely have them. And then another thing that you can put on your calendar, again, we'll talk more about it on our next episode, is the Craft Beer Festival put on by the Rotary Club of Palaca. My fellow Rotarians and I will be out there slinging a craft beer. It's a great time. I think this is the 3rd or 4th annual one. 5th, maybe, I don't know. I've lost count. But there are so many things to do.
You know what I didn't put on my list because I thought you were going to put on your list?
What?
The Daddle Pepper Festival.
The Daddle Pepple. The Daddle Pepple. 3rd time's a charm getting this right. So I totally forgot about it because I actually have an interview coming up this week about the Daddle Pepper Festival. You know what? It's worth pausing to look.
Okay.
I'm not literally pausing. You guys are going to watch me. And this will segue into how easy it is. But first, I'm going to go on Facebook and I'm going to search Daddle Pepper Festival. And when my internet connects, here we go. So that's happening here at the Palaca Riverfront on Saturday, October 26th from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. That's a whole dang day of Daddle Pepper.
Well, and October 26th, that's the same day as the Melrose Witch Paddle. That's the same day. I know.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to be worn out because I'm going to both.
Mad Monster Market at the fairgrounds.
And the wine stroll.
And the wine stroll. That's a busy day.
I need somebody to carry me to all of these things. Because there's no way I'm missing the witches paddle because I've been looking forward to that. But I love the fact that they start at 9 a.m. because I love daddle pepper. Like we tried all the daddles, all the daddles that I can. So how do you find out what to do? Maybe cars or art walks or golf or shopping, wine strolls, trivia, bingo, bunko, witches paddle, craft beer. Maybe none of the off book clubs. Maybe none of this is for you. Maybe you aren't into cleaning up a cemetery. You want to do something. Go on to Facebook and in the little search area, just type in events in Palaca, Florida, Putnam County, Florida, wherever you want to look. Make sure you put the state because you'll end up in another state. And then when you hit search, there's going to be a bunch of events that show up on the left-hand side. You could just go strictly to events because people will be talking about events and it's going to give you all the things you want to know. And then some. I was scrolling for a long time and could have kept going. You can go to the Putnam County Chamber of Commerce. You can check with local municipalities, and on Facebook pages, they often have like what's going on in Putnam County, what's going on in Palaca, what's going on in Interlochen. So use your resources because we surely cannot list out all the things. And we're trying. We're coming up with some things to help be the repository of all things Putnam County. But there's no way that one person can do it all, and that means there's that much to do.
So much to do. So much to do.
So much to do and talk about that my lips are chapped from talking. But yeah, that's a lot.
It's a lot. Yeah, that's big lists right there.
So we are going to attend some of these events. We'll come back next month, tell you guys what's coming up, tell you guys what we thought. If you attend some of these events, please share the pictures with us, share your experience, tell us what you love, tell us what you want to do again. If you have an event that you simply feel like everyone must know about or should attend, or you just want to share, drop it in the comments below. Like, follow, subscribe, all that. Let's get the word out there so nobody can ever say again, there's nothing to do in Putnam County.
Or Putnam County.
Or whatever.
Yeah,
either
any of it. Yes, but be sure to like and share these videos.
Yes.
Yes, so we can get the word out to everybody.
Yeah, this helps everybody involved. A lot of these events, such as the Feed the Need event that just happened, have really great causes behind them, and supporting our local theater groups. It helps enrich our community, gives them a reason to keep showing up and doing it every day because they don't get paid for that.
No.
Wild.
It is wild, and they do an amazing job.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Lucky I can get out of bed every morning and nonetheless do a whole event like that. So
yes. Yeah, absolutely. No, don't sign me up for event planning.
I secretly dig it, but no, it's not a secret now. It's on the internet. I am super excited about continuing to do that. I think we've said we'll have a super excited counter somewhere up here. About how many times we both said we're super excited. But come back every month. We'll be sure to let you guys know right before the episode drops for the first ladies, who it may grow to more ladies. Ladies could be more than two.
Yeah. With an occasional maybe male interview. Probably not many.
They'll have to wear a hat. We'll have to do something. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining us. We had a great time looking all this up and figuring out what we're going to do this month. Now it's time for you to decide what you're going to do. Until the next episode, we'll see you soon.
See you soon. Bye.